Have you ever wondered, am I truly favored by God? Is His hand really upon my life? Listen closely, because what I'm about to share will open your eyes to undeniable signs that you are a woman highly favored by God. If you've ever faced challenges, but somehow came out victorious, if doors have opened for you when you least expected it, if you've felt an unexplainable peace in the middle of storms, then I have a powerful message for you today. God's favor is not by accident, it's divine alignment. And today, I'm going to reveal 7 powerful signs that prove you are a woman chosen and highly favored by the Most High. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll no longer question if you're favored. You'll know without a doubt that you are. Are you ready? Let's dive into the 7 undeniable signs of God's favor over your life. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to the women of faith, the daughters of purpose, the women whom God has chosen to walk in His divine favor. Many wonder, how do I know if I am truly favored by God? Favor is not measured by material, wealth, or social status. It is a divine mark, an unseen hand shaping your life in alignment with God's will. If you recognize these 7 signs, then know this: you are walking in His favor. You have unshakable faith. A woman favored by God does not waver when the storms of life arise. She walks by faith, not by sight. She is like Sarah, who believed for a child in her old age, like Hannah, who prayed persistently for a son. She stands on God's promises, knowing that His word will never return void. Even when life feels impossible, she trusts that God is working all things together for her good. She does not crumble under pressure because she knows the one who holds her future. She has faced trials that should have broken her, yet she stands firm because her faith is anchored in the unshakable foundation of Christ. Her prayers are not just words, they are declarations of victory. She speaks to the mountains in her life, and they move because she believes in the power of God. Even when people doubt her, even when the enemy whispers lies, she remains steadfast because she knows God is faithful. She does not allow circumstances to dictate her belief. She has learned that faith is not about feelings. It is about trusting God, even in the silence. She walks through valleys with confidence because she knows God's promises are yes and amen. She has a track record with God, and she knows He has never failed her. Doors open for you unexpectedly. Divine favor brings divine opportunities. A woman walking in God's favor does not have to strive for every breakthrough. Doors open that she never knocked on. Favor is not about chasing opportunities. It is about being positioned for them. Look at Ruth, a foreigner in a strange land. Yet, she found herself in the right field, noticed by the right person, positioned for the right future. When God's favor is upon you, you do not have to manipulate situations or force outcomes. God Himself makes a way where there was no way. Suddenly, the right job appears. The right connections are made. The resources you need come unexpectedly. That is the power of divine favor. Even when others struggle to make progress, a favored woman sees supernatural acceleration in her life. She finds herself in rooms she never imagined, sitting at tables she once thought were beyond her reach, not by her own efforts, but because God's hand is upon her. You experience supernatural protection. Favor does not mean an absence of trouble, but it does mean divine protection. Think of Esther, an orphan in a foreign kingdom, yet God's favor positioned her in the palace for such a time as this. The favor of God doesn't just elevate you, it preserves you. A woman favored by God is shielded from harm, kept from destruction, and sustained by grace. You may have experienced setbacks, but you were never destroyed. That car accident should have taken you out. That sickness should have ended you. That heartbreak should have crushed you. But here you are, protected, standing strong, covered by the hand of God. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every plot of the enemy is canceled. Every attack meant to bring you down only strengthens you. When you are favored, God fights your battles. You carry a spirit of peace and joy. One of the greatest signs of God's favor is not what you have, but what you carry. A favored woman is not easily shaken. When others are anxious, she remains calm. When others are distressed, she walks in divine peace. Why? Because her confidence is in the Lord. She knows that if God is for her, no one can be against her. People notice that she carries a peace that surpasses all understanding. It is not dependent on circumstances. It is rooted in her trust in God. She does not let fear dictate her steps because she knows the one who goes before her. Her joy is not temporary. It is eternal. It does not come from the world. It comes from her relationship with God. She praises in the midst of trials because she knows the battle is already won. Her peace is contagious. Those around her feel it. It brings hope to the hopeless, strength to the weary, and light to the darkness. She carries the presence of God wherever she goes. People are drawn to you for wisdom and encouragement. Woman who carries God's favor does not seek attention. Attention finds her. Like Deborah, she is a source of wisdom and leadership. People come to her not for empty words, but for divine counsel. Her words bring life. Her presence brings comfort. Her prayers shift situations. She is the one people call when they need guidance. She is the friend who speaks truth with love. She carries a spirit of discernment and wisdom that can only come from a close walk with God. Her influence is not forced. It is God-given. 6. You see God's hand in the smallest details. A woman favored by God does not live by coincidence. She sees divine alignment in her life. She recognizes that even the smallest connections, provisions, and moments are orchestrated by a mighty God. While others call it luck, She calls it the hand of God. She knows that there is no such thing as random occurrences when you walk with God. Every detail is carefully woven into His greater plan for her life, from the people she meets to the doors that open. Everything is divinely orchestrated. Your life becomes a testimony of God's goodness. The greatest evidence of favor is that your life itself is a testimony. A favored woman does not just receive blessings, she becomes a blessing. She is a reflection of God's power, grace, and love. Her life speaks volumes. She does not have to convince anyone. Her testimony is undeniable. Her story is a living proof of God's faithfulness, and her journey inspires others to trust Him too. Closing message. To every woman listening today, I declare this over you. You are not ordinary. You are chosen. You are positioned. You are highly favored by the Most High. Walk boldly. Live righteously. Expect divine favor to manifest in your life.